A very good morning to all my dear lovely students. I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. So my dear students, today again we begin our new class. Yes, so can you remember what we have done in our last class? We have already started lesson number 8, right? So do you remember the name of the lesson? It was What is for dinner, right? I gave you an example that what if you go to the market and you buy few potatoes but you don't get that in return. Yes, when you come back home and open and you see it that there are only stones, how will you feel? You will feel very bad, right? I told you that. Yes, you will think why the vendor bhaiya did this to us, am I right? And you will feel that I have never troubled that man, I have never troubled that bhaiya, why did he do this to me, right? Okay, so my dear students, today we are going to continue the same chapter. Yes, in our last class we have done the reading portion of the chapter. Yes, and also we have learned the new words. So can anyone remember what were the words that we have done? Anyone? Okay, so the first word was cunning. Am I right? It was cunning. So who can tell me the spelling of cunning? C-U-N-N-I-N-G. Cunning, right? That means clever at playing tricks. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. It's a very bad habit to play tricks with other, right? The second word was forest. F-O-R-E-S-T. Forest, a place with many trees and animals, right? Coming to the third word, it was dinner. D-I-N-N-E-R, an evening meal. I told you all about 3 types of meal, right? The first one was breakfast, second lunch, and the third dinner, right? Coming to the fourth word, it was sack. S-A-C-K, sack, a large bag used for carrying things, right? I have shown you a picture of a bag full of rice, a sack full of rice, right? Coming to the fifth word, it was heavy. H-E-A-V-Y, heavy, something that has a lot of weight that you cannot carry, right? Coming to the sixth word, it was sharp. S-H-A-R-P, sharp, having an edge or point that can easily cut things. Yes, and also I have told you all that not to play with any sharp object. It may be anything. It may be the lead of your pencil. Never touch any knife or any pointed thing. Okay, you may hurt yourself. Got it? Coming to the seventh word, it was boiling. B-O-I-L-I-N-G. Boiling. So what do you mean by boiling? It means very hot, right? A cup of tea which is very hot, and you should never touch that cup. Okay, it may spill and you may burn yourself. Coming to the last 8th word, it was splashes. What does it mean? When water moves and falls with a sound. Yes? Okay, so what are we going to do in our today's class? Today I'm going to explain an interesting story. Yes, this story is all about what is for dinner. But before moving to the explanation part, let's see what is the objective of our today's class. Let's see. Okay, so the objectives of today's class is to enable the thinking, attitude and acting wisely. A person should think twice before acting. Yes, means reacting on anything. Got it? Coming to the next objective, it's never trouble anyone. Okay, never trouble anyone, right? A person has to think very wisely before acting. Okay, and you need to see the situation and then act. Yes, we have also learned the similar chapter like this that we are going to carry today. So can you tell me what was it? It was about a mouse and a cat. So what was the name of it? Can anyone tell me? Okay, so you are going to tell me this in the live class. I'm not going to tell you the name. Please try to remember what was it. Okay, so my dear students, in our today's lesson we will learn a very beautiful story. Okay, what happens when you trouble somebody? First of all, it's very bad to trouble anyone. Okay, he or she may feel very bad. He or she may feel offended when you do this to them. As the example I have given that of the stones. Yes, as you will feel bad when somebody put stones in place of potatoes. Yes or no? You will keep on thinking that why the vendor will do that to me. In the same way, troubling other is a very bad habit. Got it? Okay, so my dear students, let me first read the chapter and then we'll start the explanation. Okay, so here, a little hen lives in a small house in a forest. One day a hungry fox sees the hen. He thinks that he will catch the hen and cook her for dinner. So what happens in a forest? What is a forest? Where there are many trees and animals are there, right? So what happened? A little hen lives in a small house in a forest. And one day a hungry fox, he sees the hen and he thinks that he is going to catch the hen and going to eat it as his dinner. When the hen comes close, the fox catches her. He puts her into a sack and ties it up. Yes, as I told, the hen lives in a small house in a forest, and in there the fox sees the hen, and at that moment what happens? The cunning fox, he thinks that I'm going to eat that hen. I'm feeling very hungry and I thought that I'm going to eat it. That thought of eating the little hen could not stop him to do the act. Okay, he thought that he will be eating it anyhow. Okay, so what had happened? He tried to catch the hen. So when the hen comes close, the fox catches her and he puts the hen into a sack and ties it up very tightly. He begins to run to home. The sack is heavy. The fox sits down to rest and falls asleep. The hen has a sharp knife. She cuts a hole in the sack and jumps out. She puts big stones into the sack and runs home. So what happens? As the fox sees and catches the hen, he ties up the hen into the sack. Okay, and he just runs towards his home. So as he was just catching the hen and putting it into the bag, he ran very fast. And after a little while, what had happened? The fox felt very tired and he thought that, okay, I'm about to reach my home, so I can take a few minutes rest. So while the fox was resting, as he was very tired, what happened? He fell asleep. So when the fox falls asleep, what happened? The hen was having a sharp knife with her. So what she did? She started cutting the sack from one end and she ran away from there. She didn't only run away from there, but she also played a trick to teach the cunning fox a lesson. What she did? In place of her, she put big stones into the sack. Okay, and after putting all the stones into the sack, she ran away. The fox wakes up. He picks up the sack and goes home. He puts some water to boil in a pot. The fox holds the sack over the boiling water. So what happened? When the fox awakes, when he got up, okay, he was sleeping, and when he got up from the sleep, what he did? He picked up the sack and started going back. Okay, means coming back to his home. Once he reached home, the first thing what he did, he started boiling the water, as he was very hungry and he wanted to eat the hen. So what he did, once he reached home, he started boiling the water. Yes, and what had happened after that? as he started boiling the water, he just took the sack that he brought with him and started putting the things that was in the sack into the boiling water. Okay, the stones fall in. The hot water splashes and burns the fox. So what happened? Was there any hand in the sack? No, right? The hand put all the big stones into the sack, but that was not known to the fox, right? So what had happened? As he started boiling the water boils very nicely. It was very hot. He bought the sack that he was carrying, and then what he did? He directly put the sack. Okay, what he did? The fox hold the sack over the boiling water, and what had happened? The big stones fall into the boiling water, and the splashes of the water falls into the fox and burns him. The fox promises to never trouble the hen again. The fox now learned that it was his mistake, that he troubled the hen, and he got a very big lesson from this. He promised that I'm never going to trouble anyone. What had happened to me, it's all because of that I troubled the little hen. It was my mistake and I'm not going to repeat it again. Got it? So my dear students, it's a very beautiful and interesting story. Okay, where the fox tried to catch the hen and eat the hen for the dinner. Yes, but the hen was very wise. She acted very nicely. She had the sharp knife with it. Yes, and what she did? She just started cutting the sack, a hole from where she can run away. Right? And in there, she again thought wisely that I'm going to teach the fox a very big lesson. So what she did? She put few big stones into the sack and then she ran away. Yes or no? And the rest, what had happened? The fox was burned with the boiling water. And then he also came to know that it's very bad. Okay, he learned the lesson that it's very bad to trouble anyone. Got it? Yes? So my dear students, in our today's class, we are going to stop till here. In our next class, we will be doing the question answers. Okay? So yes, so my dear students, before winding up, let's write down few hard words. Okay? Let's start. So my dear students, coming to the hard words. Okay? So I have written here 10 hard words. Let's check what are the words. So the first word is little. 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 Coming to the next word is catch. Catch. Coming to the third word, it's hungry. 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 The fourth word is asleep. 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 The fifth word is stones. 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 Coming to the sixth word, it's hole. 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 The seventh word is knife. 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 The eighth word is burns. 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 The ninth word is promises. 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 Coming to the last, that is the 10th word is trouble. 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 So the first is little, second is catch, third is hungry, fourth is asleep, fifth is stones, sixth is hole, seventh knife, eighth burns, ninth promises, and 10th is trouble. Yes? So what you are going to do, my dear students, you are going to write down the hard words in your copy. Got it? So my dear students, that's all for today. So what we have learned in our today's class, we have learned to act wisely. Yes, and also we have learned that we should never trouble anyone. Right? Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.